Tough.
Persistence.
Motivated.
From early October until the end of March, the men's basketball team at South Suburban College proved what being a Bulldog is all about.
Toughness is something that every Bulldog has to have coming through here playing for Coach Pagatti. That's pretty much what he uses as his drive to get us through.
That drive, instilled throughout the regular season, truly paid off at a crucial time when the seconds counted down during the fourth quarter of the NJCAA Region 4A championship game.
I think the biggest accomplishment was winning the region tournament. I think for me as a person and for the team, since we got to beat Triton, who beat us last year, and they beat us early in the year.
After being crowned champs of their division, the Bulldogs traveled to Danville, Illinois, and prepared to play in the NJCAA National Tournament, carrying with them a skill they'd need later in the competition.
You need a persistency in your process of being able to handle the adversity and move forward. These kids have been taught to be able to fight through adversity when things go bad in life, not just on the basketball court, that they needed to pick up, from their bootstraps and continue on.
Starting with the win over Rend Lake College from Illinois, the SSC Bulldogs advanced to the next round. They topped it off with another victory over Johnson County College from Kansas, advancing them to the semifinals to tip off against the Community College of Rhode Island.
There's only 16 teams out of over 400 teams that make it to the national tournament. It was a game in the Final Four, one step away from playing for the national championship. And unfortunately for us, we were on the short end of the stick.
The game went into overtime, but the Bulldogs lost 83-78.
We just didn't adjust to the officiating, and the officials didn't adjust to the way we play basketball here at South Suburban, which is hard, aggressive, persistent, with a lot of enthusiasm.
Even though they wouldn't be playing in the national championship, there was still one very important game left to be played, and a new task at hand.
We're motivated because everything that we go through to achieve our dreams, you have to have a motivation and something backing you to go through it all.
It then became the Bulldogs' final goal to finish the tourney with the best record in SSC basketball history. But they'd have to beat Lakeland Community College from Ohio first.
Going into that game, we kind of had our heads down after the night before loss. But Coach just picked us up and told us we could still finish the best that the school's ever finished. And we just got motivated to play, and it was a great game.
It's your last go-around. Give it everything you can. Throw the knockout punch early, and then continue it. They're going to make a run. Don't worry. We're going to keep changing defenses, and we're going home with a school record 33.
Just after the fourth quarter buzzer, Lakeland attempted a jump shot from inside the paint. As SSC fans cheered, the Bulldogs ended their season with a 78-76 victory, finishing third in the nation, 3-1 at the national tournament, and 33-4 on the season.
We set the record for most wins in school history. Then we tied the sophomore records for most wins in 2 years here with 61. So we're happy about that one.
The 2011-12 season was a very successful one, probably the most successful one in school history. And it was all because of the 13 young men that played and persevered throughout the entire season.
The Bulldogs' many accomplishments were recognized by Chairman Frank Zuccarelli as he provided the team with a nice dinner after the game. They were also acknowledged at the SSC April board meeting when they presented trustees of the college with their awards.
For our basketball team who represents the school by putting their heart and soul on the line, every game that they play, every practice that they participate in, every time they go out to the community to do community service, to be able to be recognized by the board just gives them a sense of accomplishment, a sense of pride.
For the freshmen on the South Suburban College basketball team, this was the end of a successful season. But for the sophomores, this was their last shot to prove what it means to be a Bulldog.
Freshmen, I love you to death, but this game was about the 5 sophomores, okay? Because now they get to lead their college career at South Suburban with a win. You guys, okay, helped them get to that point, all right? But they led the way, and this one's about them.
A new crop of players will have big shoes to fill. As the sophomores leave SSC, with a record never surpassed by any other Bulldogs basketball team.
I am an SSC Bulldog.
I am an SSC Bulldog.
Make it happen at South Suburban College.